YouTube thing. Yeah, because Facebook won't open up, but we are live on TikTok, we are live on Twitch, we are live on Kick, and now we have the YouTube output. So hopefully, everything is working good. I can actually go in here and check YouTube and see if we're still. Are we streaming? Are we streaming? Hot topic. Are we? This is the stream we have. All right, I'm gonna have to change this because this is not what we're talking about. Let's talk about live streaming. Okay. This is a how-to. It has nothing to do with style, but it is a how-to. And let me get the that up here, and then yeah, we're just live streaming. We're doing a class. I need to put my classes in here. Do any of the following describe this? No. I need to put my classes up here, and the reason I need to do that is because um, uh, the reason I need to do that is because I'm doing a horrible job at keeping everything organized. So, hi for you guys that want me to, stay organized and all that kind of stuff. But this is amazing. This is great. This is awesome because you guys are actually getting to see exactly what goes on behind the scenes. That's what I should have called this. I should have called this behind the scenes because y'all are getting a fresh look at everything that we have to go through, everything that we have to do um, to do behind the scenes stuff. So we share in the Discord, right? We have over 300 people in the Discord, so we share all of our stuff in the Discord. 346 people offline right now, so a little bit more than that. We definitely check the Facebook and make sure that we share in the groups. This one has 65 members who are considering live streaming on a daily basis, and then this group has 536 people who just like to know what's going on with everything. So that's amazing. Hi. All right, we've got TikTok up here and it going. We've been live for like 8 minutes. We have shared this out. So now that we have all of that moving along, and we also have the studio over here on YouTube moving along, we can get with the class. So and then normally what happens is Twitch and Kick, they'll send me like this little email. And I guess they do this for everybody, duh. But they'll send you an email and it'll say that you can manage your stream right from your mobile device. So if you need to see, like if you don't have a second screen, you know what I'm saying, then you can, see all of the things or whatever. And so I always look for that notification because my other computer, I had to move it because I don't have a lot of space. So I have my tablet over here, my second device, my regular phone is right here because you know that somebody is going to, talk to you. They're going to text you and all of the things. So you have to have, all of your devices ready to go at, any time. So, I got my girl on here, Miss Rising Star. Hello, lovely. This is homework day number 1 of 2 for the week, so I'm about to try to focus on that, but I wanted to share this. Excuse me, y'all. Allergies. Cousin John sent this to me. That's amazing. I'll check it out after my live stream. But if you want to come in, I am live on TikTok and I'm live on YouTube, on Kick, and on Twitch as well. I'm using OBS today. So come in and hang out and see what it looks like. I hate the way it spells Kick. It spells Kick K-I-K, like the, old Kick, and it's not. Anyway, um, now that we have, done all that, let's get on with the class. And I am going to follow the scripts that I made for this class. And I want you guys to see it because I want you to see, everything that happens on the back end. This is a back end, thing. If I could put it on the screen, this is, a backstage pass. Can I put that on here? Let me see. Text. I want it to scroll. Can I make it scroll? This is your backstage pass. This is your backstage pass. This is what it looks like. Use custom text, catalog, outline, vertical alignment, select a color, uh, um, text transformation, uppercase, lowercase. Let's do uppercase. This is your backstage pass. Read from file. No, we don't want to read from file. So this is your literally your backstage pass. You can see everything that's going on. Yeah, you can see everything that's going on. And I did say that I wanted this in pink or something, and it didn't do right. Duh. Why would you do that? You said that I could choose the color. And then you didn't let me choose the color. Oof. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's see if the pink works. Is the pink gonna work? This is your backstage pass. I'll just put it at the bottom. How about that? Can y'all see that? Is that better? This is your backstage pass. Let's get into it. So today we're talking about something that can literally make or break your career online. Not putting all your clout, per se, in one basket. Let me ask you this. If TikTok disappeared tomorrow, where would your followers find you? If your answer is, I don't know, then you're in danger. If you don't know where you would be or where where you would send your followers to, you're in danger because you need to know. You need to know. And I'm just sharing this out to a few people. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm sharing this out to some people who I know follow me. They may not come in they may not come into the live stream. Not the live stream, but the Discord on a regular. And so with that being said, I want to make sure that all of them get their stuff. Because some people just don't, check their, messages on a regular basis. So if you send them something personal in their inbox, oh man. And then if they still miss the stream, guess what? They can follow you. So this is an important part of all of the things. This is an important part of all of the things. You have to share your stuff out to anybody that will listen to you, because anybody that will support you, anybody that says, hey, I checked out your stream, you did good, blah blah blah. So yeah, I go through my list and I make sure that I don't miss anybody, because I don't want anybody saying you didn't send me your stream. So don't forget that, okay? Don't forget that you have friends, right? In the Discord, in your TikTok, you have friends everywhere that will probably want to support you. So this is a part of it. This is what we're doing right now. If I don't send Black Harley Quinn, um, yeah, and I know Aaliyah is busy, but she always tells me to inbox her. So I'm gonna do it, even though I know she's a busy girl. Aaliyah is busy on Bigo. That right there. She's busy on Bigo. And we did have some Bigo stuff going on, and we had a wonderful time. So now that we're done sharing this out, right? We're talking about, and this goes for anything, not just TikTok. If TikTok disappeared tomorrow, if YouTube disappeared tomorrow, which is highly unlikely, if Kick disappeared tomorrow, Twitch disappeared tomorrow, which is highly unlikely, what would you do? Where would you go? Where would you stream? Do you have another platform that you could go to, right? So today we're talking about something that could literally make or break your career online if you are a live streamer, not putting all of your quote unquote clout in one basket. I like to say eggs, but there's this thing going around on the internet, and everybody has this thing where, you're chasing clout, you're a clout chaser. Look, if you are a live streamer, you're chasing clout. Okay. Do I need to look up the word clout so you guys can see what this actually means? Because y'all be tripping for absolutely positively no reason. Yeah, y'all be tripping. Thank you. Shout out to Twitch. Y'all be showing up for your girl. No shade. Y'all be showing up for your girl. No shade. No shade. Like, and Kick is, I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I am. I am so proud. Do you know why? Because Twitch and Kick, I was really, on the fence. I was like, oh, I'm not going to get any viewers. Nobody's going to come to my live streams. This is, it's going to give me, literally a headache. No. They're showing up for me little by little. If you keep going, they will come. They will show up for you, and it will be amazing. I'm telling you. So I am proud of, everybody on Kick, everybody on Twitch. I'm proud. So I want to watch the live stream. It says open the TikTok app on your mobile device. But what if I do it like this? What if I do it like that? It says S local webcast. So it's not going to do it. I have to open up my TikTok. So we're going to learn something real quick. Open up the TikTok app on your mobile device and tap the plus on your profile. And then tap the little, I see it. I see you. I see it. Alright, so can you get it? So, okay. It says watch the live. It won't let me watch the live that way. That's insane. Why will you not let me? I'm trying to. Nope. It'll let me copy it, but it's not going to let me watch it. So, sorry guys. There's always something. There's always a catch. It is what it is. There's always a catch, right? But at least we got to go live. I don't know how many people are going to show up, in the live stream, but at least we got it running, and that's the important thing. At least we got it running. So let's move on. I'm not being dramatic. I'm giving you the real tea. Eugenia Cooney. I can never say her first name right. Eugenia Cooney. Y'all probably know her. She got banned on TikTok, and instead of moving her audience to YouTube or another platform, she just stopped going live, period. Now people are online speculating whether she is still alive or if she's sick or just gone for good. Nobody knows. They're depending on like Jeffree Star, um, and people like that to give them information because I guess Jeffree Star is like her best friend or one of her best friends. Rich Lux has been reporting, what he finds out on TikTok or whatever. But for the most part, unless she has a secret place where she's going live, she literally just, left YouTube and didn't even give YouTube the option, whether you make money on YouTube or not. I mean, there are a lot of different ways that you can monetize a platform. It doesn't have to be, um, oh, well, YouTube demonetized me. So what? You have merch. You have merchandise that you can sell. There's like cash apps that you can get. There's all types of ways that you can monetize. So I don't understand, but whatever. So today, I'm going to teach you why you need more than one platform, the easiest ones to start right now, and then I'll give you the exact free tools that I use, right, to live stream on 4 platforms at the same time. And yes, I'll tell you the story of how I lost years of content when apps shut down on me because I don't want it to happen to you. So let me tell you why I'm so passionate about this, right? I built a whole business on Periscope back in the day. It was booming. I had an audience. I had momentum. I was really running something. I was doing these prayer books and traveler's notebooks. Isn't that gorgeous? I made these for like other people. And look how pretty. My mom was like, you need to put this on Facebook. I'm not finished with it yet, but as you can see, it's coming along really well. I went to Hobby Lobby and got the lace. The diamonds came from Amazon, and this is actually 2 different, pieces of lace. I got my, glue gun out and some other tools, and it just started working. And when I first started making traveler's notebooks and prayer books and, journals and stuff like that, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was looking on, YouTube, what we call YouTube University, and, I started making this stuff. And the next thing you know, I was, creating my own designs and everything. And I discovered this platform called Periscope while I was scrolling through Facebook. At the time, Facebook wasn't like really popular for like going live and stuff like that, but I discovered that Jamal Bryant was using Periscope at the time to go live and have like live Bible studies, and he was raising money and all this kind of stuff, and just like giving out information about his ministry and stuff like that. And if I'm not mistaken, this may have been before he became the pastor of Eddie Long's church, the late Eddie Long. And so it was wild. And then I discovered that there were a lot of other people, more popular, famous people, especially in ministry, that was going live on Periscope. And I discovered this whole community of people who made planners, who loved planners, who talked about planners, who played in their planners, and all of the things. And it was amazing. I was like, yes, this is what I, want. This is what I've been, looking for. A community to where I can, learn something new and, maybe get into something. Because at the time I was going through a divorce, and my anxiety was really building up, and it was crazy. So Periscope, really, I started booming. People started asking me, would you sell that? How much would you, sell that for? So the momentum was high. I was really, it was like a unofficial business, but a lot of us were, doing that unofficial business. And then one day, boom, Periscope announced that they were leaving, and they were merging with Twitter, which is now X. So now there's no more, Twitter as well. But apparently you can go live on Twitter and all of the things. So yeah, Periscope shut down, Twitter shut down Periscope, and just like that, everything that we had going on was gone. You can still download, your live streams and stuff like that, but live streams, as you can see, don't go like uh, content that you make. If I were to put this class um, in just a regular, YouTube video, it would go way different, because you're not talking to people, you don't have other things going on. Live streams are a little bit different. Some live streams are completely different, and so you know what I'm saying. It aggravates some people when you watch it back or whatever, and you want to fast forward through some stuff because what are you doing? You're supposed to be teaching a class, but the whole thing is it's live, it's in real life. So there's a difference between live streaming and just creating content, making the video, and uploading the video. And so, because some of our Periscope live streams were hours long, it just didn't make sense to download all of that stuff unless you were going to edit it and put it up in um, you know YouTube or something like that. Uh, then there was Blog Talk Radio. You guys remember Blog Talk Radio? Listen, I had interviewed all kinds of, singing groups. Rodney Perry, the comedian. I mean, when I was in Houston, I interviewed people. When I was here in Alabama, I came back home, I interviewed people. I was interviewing people to the point where Blog Talk Radio, put me, as one of the top broadcasters. They were like, hey, we see you, you're working, you're interviewing, name brand people, and, we want to give you some clout. So I had clout on Blog Talk Radio, and the next thing you know, Blog Talk Radio was gone. All of my celebrity interviews, big names, conversations, all of that stuff, just went away. No warning, no email. It was just gone. I emailed Blog Talk Radio and I said, hey, can I get my stuff? And none of my stuff was available to get. So years of work, content, credibility, all of the things, just gone overnight, just erased. And I was like, did I miss the email? Did I miss the boat? And they were like, no, but you can go to this platform and, gravitate over here. And I'm like, gravitate what over here? You took all my stuff. You erased it. Like the website is gone. There is no more Blog Talk Radio. So how am I supposed to get all of my, interviews? I'm talking hundreds of interviews, hundreds of podcasts, hundreds of things that people ask for. And of course, Blog Talk Radio was like the original podcaster's dream because there was no camera unless you wanted it to be. Blog Talk Radio started off completely as a real podcast, what I consider a real podcast, like radio. So you did not have to worry about being seen on camera and all of that kind of stuff. There are some platforms that still give you that podcast feel. But nowadays, podcasts are becoming, television shows. You know what I mean? Talk shows, just regular talk shows, which is annoying to me because I started podcasting way back in 2005. And so, that's annoying to me that they do that. But anyway, if you were a member of Periscope, if you were a member of Blog Talk Radio, you completely understand. So imagine years of work, content, credibility erased, overnight, just gone. You can't go live on the platform anymore. You can't make, you can't do a live podcast. with just audio anymore, unless you're using something like, OBS or something. Like it's not possible. And so, it's crazy. Has anyone here had that happen? A platform shut down, or you just lost an account or got banned? You know, anybody? Drop it in the chat if that's you. If that's you, and you've been through this, drop it in the chat. Because some of y'all might have stuff in common. hmm So, why multi-platforms matter? Here's the truth, right? Social media platforms don't belong to us. We rent space there. How is that possible? We start everything for free. What are you talking about rent? Because they take a percentage. So your landlord is TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or wherever you go live at, right? And if they change the locks, you're out. You can't get in. If you lose your password, you're locked out. You can't get in. If they, shut down, you can't get in. Like anything could happen. Anything could happen, right? So that's why multi-platforms, it's kind of non-negotiable. You can't just go live on one platform and say that's it. Whether you choose the option of going live on all of your platforms at the same time, or you split your days up and say I'm going to go live on these two platforms in the daytime, these two platforms at night. Whatever you do, you cannot have just one platform and think that that's the end all be all. And I started really thinking about this, not because of my own personal experiences, just me, but the 17th is right around the corner. Is TikTok still going to be available to the United States of America? And or are we going to have somewhere to go? If you are a TikToker, they said, now today is the 3rd. So they said, what is it, the 7th? The 7th or the 8th, there's going to be like this new, thing that's going to be available. And everybody is going to have the opportunity to go to that new platform, and do their thing, right? And I don't have an issue. I don't have a problem with that at all. I really don't. I don't have a problem with it, right? What I do have a problem with, what I do have a problem with, however, is, and I need to put a browser, I need to change this browser because I always use the same one for my chat, and I want to see how these other ones look. So that's fine. This one is kind of, I can't really see it, but it's fine. Multi-platforms, it's non-negotiable. Followers, if you will, are even rented, right? Because if you leave that platform, you know what's going to happen? If you don't give them somewhere else to find you, you know what's going to happen? You're going to lose your audience. They're not going to know where to find you. And they're going to find somebody else to watch. So if you don't have an email list, or if you don't have a website, or if you don't have a personal brand that is your own, you are going to lose your ride or dies. Now, I have over 15,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I appreciate every last one of you, but I know that all of them do not watch every single thing I put out because they watch other people. And a lot of them only come to my channel and sit down and watch something if they're interested in that particular video. So it would behoove me to start using things like clickbait or whatever, to at least get the view. Am I interested in that? Not really, because I only want people over here that want to watch the entire video. Now, I know these are the boring videos, but they are not boring to people who want to win. if you want to win at social media and at broadcasting and at live streaming, then these are the classes that you would actually come to. And I do throw these in on both of my channels. I'm going to start doing more of this on my other channel as well. But over here on Queen T Speaks, I just, it's super important to me, right? So multi-platforming is non-negotiable. Followers are rented. Your email list, your website, your personal brand is what you own. So if you have an email list, treat it like gold. If you have your own website, treat it like your baby. If you have a personal brand, which I can show you, right? I can show you. Let's get into it for a moment. So this is my brand. This is the Twana Ray brand. Can you guys see that? Are you looking at it? You see it? So, legacy, power, and purpose is what I'm building. And everything that I have done in my entire adult life is listed in this brand. Everything that I know about, everything that I have learned. And then as I'm learning and as I am building, I am adding to this whole, resume, if you will. And so sometimes it will, I have to update it. I have to change some things. As my numbers go up on my social media, I have to change some things. But I have areas of expertise. I have personal experience. I have content creator and social media strategist experience. And now I have live streaming experience. So I'm going to be updating this, again. And the more things that I do, the more things that I put into here, because I am building a brand. So this is the Twana Ray brand. This is what they're saying when they say, do you have a brand? Are you building a brand? Yes. I have my about, which is a simple, basic mission statement. The Twana Ray brand equips and inspires communities worldwide by blending faith, beauty, and digital innovation to a creative space of growth, empowerment, and transformation. That's it. That's all. That is my mission statement. That is what I want to do. I call it extreme, extreme ministry. Like that's my whole thing. And I coined that like a long time ago, that extreme movement of ministry and that extreme broadcasting or extreme, streaming or whatever. That I coined it because I was like, this is what I do. Within the brand, I am creating the agency. So the Ray Agency is going to be my talent agency, and as you can see, I've already started putting together. What is this about? It's about building agencies on different platforms like YouTube, like Facebook, like Instagram, and a lot of different places to where you can have proper representation, you can have mentorship, you can have media training just like this, you can have creative coaching. So if you are on the fence about something and you don't know what to do and you need someone to talk to, you have an agency that has your back. It's not just about making money, but it's about building your brand as well. So, you need to work on your brand, and this agency can help you because it's a part of the Twana Ray brand. And then that little button right there, when you click on that, you email me and you say, hey, I want to be part of the agency because I need help. You're good to go. A part of my brand, I have Twana Teaches. This is a big part of the brand because this is what I'm doing right now. I'm teaching you. Point blank. Do you see how it's so simple? The colors are so simple. The classes are everything is so simple. And that's what I want you to get. If I had this structure back in the day when all of this stuff started shutting down, I wouldn't have any issues. All of my podcasts and my videos and all of my things would be in one home, and I wouldn't have any issues because all my stuff would be, right here. So here it is, 2025, and even though I'm having to start all over with this stuff, I don't mind one bit because I learn valuable lessons. So the truth about social media platforms is that we're renting this space, and if the landlord changes the locks, you're going to be kicked out, you're going to be locked out, and you can't get in. And I don't just use Wix when it comes to a website platform. I also have SimDiff, and my classes, my big stuff is over here on SimDiff, and if I need to move it, I can. I'll have a lot of my class information from over here to PayHip. And then if I need another avenue to, build some things on, I'll change all of that stuff on my Linktree. And instead of giving people all of that other stuff that you just saw, including my Patreon and my Amazon and all of that stuff, I give people one simple thing, and that's my Linktree. My Linktree is like my calling card. So if I need to update anything of where I am, where you need to find me, you'll have it on my Linktree. You don't need to change anything. I have to do the work behind the scenes, which is what you're seeing right now, right? So that's how that goes, right? So some platforms that you can start on today, right now at 4:44 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can start uploading content on YouTube Shorts. You can upload content on Instagram Reels. You can upload content on Facebook Reels. You can upload content on anywhere where you can do, reels and stuff, Scoops, Rumble, Odyssey, what else do I have? Live Me or Live Me. I think it's Live Me, right? YouNow. And I'm not sure if you could upload content on YouNow or not, but we are going to be, testing that out because AI keeps pushing YouNow in my face. YouNow and Live Me, for some reason, does AI do that to you guys? Every time I research platforms, what are the up and coming platforms? Because I think what AI is telling me is that Kick is now, on the platform with Twitch and all of the other things, right? And then you have the OG, which is YouTube, which is never going to go, away. It does talk about Bigo Live every now and then. Bigo Live used to be huge when it came to gaming, and they still are. But I think number one for gaming is Twitch, and then their competitor is Kick. But Kick is also great against YouTube Live, even though Kick and Twitch don't have replay. They have clips, right? But you can't upload the clips. The clips come from your live streams, and then people get to look and see what you do on your channel, and then they will follow you if they like, what you do on your clips, right? Which is a great way to get automatic advertising. So I think that's, big shout out to Kick and Twitch for doing that, because a lot of platforms don't just grab your stuff and, make a short for you. I think that's amazing. I think that's something that YouTube should think about doing. I think if YouTube had really thought about it, that would have been great for shorts, is for them to integrate AI and AI take, just snatch, some of your great moments out of your long form content and upload it to the short form. I think that would have been a lot better. It would have taken a lot of pressure off of the content creator. I think that would have been amazing. Like if I could build a website like that, like Rumble or something, I would definitely, that would be my thing. That would be my go-to. That would be my thing. Anyway, Twitch, Kick, YouTube Live, if you're going into streaming. And don't forget your email list and your website. I know I put or your website, but and your website. Shout out to ChatGPT for helping me put this together, because I have great ideas, but my problem is putting stuff in order. I am horrible about putting things in order because my brain is so sporadic And I literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I scroll up, you can see all of my, ideas and, stuff. Okay, I thought about this, and then I thought about this, and then I thought about this. And then at the end, I'll be like, can you put this together for me in order to where it makes sense? Because I can't. Because, my brain is just sporadic. I'm all over the place. I think about things out of order, right? So drop it in the chat. Which of these are you already on? And if TikTok was banned like tonight, where would you go? So like if TikTok is gonna, completely disappear for the United States on the 17th, which one of these tools are you going to use next? And I know a lot of people, Instagram is, at the bottom. Why am I putting shorts and reels on the list? I will tell you why. The reason I'm putting shorts and reels on the list is because it's great advertising. It is. It's great advertising. I'm sorry, y'all. My tens machine tends to not work really good. I don't know. I guess it's like where it hurts the most is where I feel it the less. I don't know. If y'all have a tens machine at home, tell me how you position that stuff. Because this is my first run out of the starting gate, and I'm doing physical therapy 3 times a week, and it's rough. So but yeah, anyway, if you're using something else, like if you're using Vigo, if you're using YouNow, if you're using LiveMe, if you're using Favorited, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you're using, how you're using it, if you're multi-streaming, if you have more than one device, because I have more than one device. I don't necessarily need one device, more than one device, except for maybe with YouNow. I'm not 100% sure. I know that Favorited doesn't have a stream key of its own, but it does give us a platform. So you can go live mobilely on Favorited, but you can also go live on the studio. But the studio hasn't been great for me, so I don't rely on Favorited that much. I'm complaining in the Discord about Favorited, and I've also contacted customer support because, like I said, I don't know what's going on. I think I've ruined everything. I don't know if I need to start over. Like, I don't know what's going on with Favorited, but I think my account is pretty much busted over there because of it's just been a mess with the studio and trying to go live. Have not done LiveMe yet, but I'll probably do that tonight or tomorrow. And YouNow, I will try that a little bit later. I'm really interested in verbal communication on some apps, and even though there are some apps that give you that, I hate that they don't have an RSS feed. I hate that they keep their audience completely separate. That really, I can't say it annoys me, but it bothers me a little bit because why wouldn't you want to be shared out on other platforms? Like, that's weird because that brings people to your platform. And I feel like Bigo is like that a little bit as well. They're kind of closed off. So I review platforms a lot before I just dive into them because I want to see how easy it is to share. If I have to find my own URL, if I have to, like a needle in a haystack, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanna know. You know what I mean? Like, all the things before I dive into it and say, I'm going to put all of my effort, into here, because I have a lot of years in the YouTube and I'm looking for that, that buddy, that YouTube buddy, you know what I mean? So, yeah. hmm Oh, wow. My tens machine just cranked up. I don't know if I hit a button or what, but dang. Chill out, bro. Oh man, that felt kind of great for a minute though. So anyway, drop it in the chat. Which of these are you already on? And if TikTok gets banned on the 17th, where are you going to go? So for the next few minutes, we're going to talk tech and tools. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you ready? We're going to talk tech and tools, y'all. We're talking tech and tools. All right. So live duration 25 minutes. We've been on for 25 minutes on TikTok. No, we've been live for 50 minutes on TikTok. What are you talking about? I was like, 25 minutes? What? Let me see. Over here on OBS, it's giving me 48 minutes that we've been live over here on everything. So, yeah, that's about right. That's about right. All right. So, not to scare you or anything like that, but I came up with some solutions. And if you would like a list of this without having to take notes, let me know and I will email them to you. All you have to do is send me an inbox with your email and I'll put you on the email list. Or you can click on my link tree, it's in my bio, and say, hey, Twana, I need this. So here are the tools that I currently use. This is not, limited, because I do try things on a regular basis. And I will tell you about the things that I try during my live streams, right? So the first thing that I'm using right now as we speak right now is OBS, right? This is my favorite. I have a free plugin that I will tell you about. I can stream to 4 platforms at once, maybe more. And this is what I personally use. I try to use this on a daily basis. I am learning how to navigate my my audio with this thing, because that's the hardest thing for me. Everything else on OBS is super easy except for the audio. My audio, I can't get it right to save my life. So I do what I can do, you know what I'm saying, and I go on, about my business. So if I sound, funny or whatever, as long as you can hear me, that's all I care about. If I, and there's no echo. Right now, it sounds like 2 of me is speaking at the same time, and that's fine. I'm just saying I don't want it to sound like, an echo. But I am getting better, and even though I haven't found a YouTube video that will just take me into the next century with the OBS audio, I'm getting so much better at it. OBS is my cyber friend. It is my internet friend. I love OBS. The fact that it's free is mind-blowing, and the fact that you can get these plugins for free, whoa. I have a chat manager app that I will tell you guys about. It's called Social Stream Ninja. And if you want to get Social Stream Ninja, I can tell you how to do that. All you have to do is, inbox me again or whatever. But this lets me see all of my, comments and chat in one place if I want to, so I don't miss what people are saying. And once my audience, starts engaging really heavy, I won't miss what you guys are saying or whatever, and it'll all come in together. And you guys will be able to see it too. So if I open that app up, yeah, I can see if somebody is chatting with me in YouTube and, all the things. I can close the chats if I want to. I can open them up if I want to. And as you can see over on my OBS, that little box, there's a box right above my head right there. That's where the chat would be. So if you guys were chatting, if you guys were talking, that's where your words would be. And I would be able to see, and everybody else would be able to see. If I'm not mistaken, the Ninja might actually have a private chat as well. But there's so much to it. I definitely have to check it out and see. It's easy to set up, but there are so many things that, you can do for each chat. And it's a cool little thing to play with if you have time. So once you get like a heavy audience and they really start coming in chatting with you, or if you already have people that chat with you, this is going to be an amazing thing. for you to use. So that is a chat manager app, and that's not the only one out there. But I was given the opportunity to use this because it is free, but it does have premium stuff. So you can purchase the premium if you want to. But for right now, um, I'm fairly new. I'm not even a month in on Kick and Twitch, so my audience is, just growing. And I will show you the channels here in a minute. Then there's Restream, which is, and I use the free plan. So with the free version, you can stream 2 platforms at once, and it's a perfect starter. There are some people who only want 2 platforms, and these are major platforms. You can put Facebook in there. I don't know if you could put the group in there, but you could definitely put your page, like your profile, or you could put your page in there. You can put your TikTok in there, if you have a stream key, or if you could just log in, you could do that. There's the regular YouTube, and all the things. You can put a lot of things in it. As a matter of fact, I like showing you guys this stuff. This is because, what did I say? This is a backstage pass, right? So we're getting, you guys are getting the 411 today. I am giving you guys all of the streaming tea, and this is the perfect opportunity for you to put your questions in. This is a perfect opportunity for you to put your questions in the chat, or in the comments if you're watching if you're watching the replay. So here we've got the channels, and if you want to add channels, right, you can. So now it's asking for TikTok because it said, "Yo, I don't need this anymore." Restream. I have a stream key, so it doesn't make a difference. I have a stream key, so I don't need this anymore. Yeah, you can remove that. I don't need that anymore. No shade. But for whatever reason, Restream will ask for specific information when it comes to TikTok, but because I have a stream key, I don't need that anymore. But here are the places where you can go live on Restream. Okay, there's YouTube, there's Facebook Live. You can go live in your on your profile, but you can also do a group if you upgrade, and you can do a page if you upgrade. Okay. There's LinkedIn. There's your profile, and there's your page. I don't think I have a page on LinkedIn. And to be honest with you, I barely ever use LinkedIn. So I don't know I guess I could be doing this on LinkedIn, but I've never actually, gone into LinkedIn and did anything major. So your LinkedIn live approval is under review. So that's what happens with your LinkedIn. The same thing with your TikTok, right? So you have Twitch, you have Kick, you have Instagram. Instagram takes a little bit to get into. You're going to need your stream key, and you're going to need to have Instagram open while you're doing this as well. There's X. Now, if I am being honest, it is not easy to get into X when it comes to live streaming. You can live stream mobilely with X, but as you can see right here, this is not the easiest way to connect your X. I don't know why it does that. I don't know. It's not the easiest thing to do. When it was Twitter, it was probably, thebomb.com, but now not so much. Then you have the TikTok. Then, of course, you have Rumble. Rumble is new to the game. When it comes to Restream, personally, I'm all over it. Okay, I am all over me some Rumble. I don't know what Trovo is, but I don't know what Trovo is. But you can log in or you can sign up using Trovo. It says Trovo is an interactive live streaming platform that you can check out the hottest games live, share your own gaming experiences, and join an amazing community. So let's see how easy it is. Because we're live and we're not in a hurry. And this is a learning experience for you gamers. How many gamers do we have out there? Do we have any gamers? Because if we do, I'm going to put TonyWet@gmail.com. If we have any gamers out there, this is going to be a learning experience. And then you put in your birthday. My birthday is July the 9th, right? 1971, right? And then it says sign up. Save. I'm not a robot. And now it just gave me some sort of password or passkey. So I'm going to look on my phone and I'm going to check my email to see if it sent me some sort of key. Yes, it did. So now I can type that in there. Okay. Okay. So now do I need to log in? Does that mean I log in? Did I do it right? Save, allow, view your channel stream key. This will allow you to restream, okay? Okay, so I clicked allow, and then it says connect, and now we are connected to Trovo. So that was not hard at all. Whatever Trovo is, we're going to check out Trovo. We're going to see the who, what, when, where's and whys. There's a RTMP over here that is for your OBS or whatever you have going on. And when you click on this, it gives you what it costs annually and what it costs monthly to upgrade. Now, for sure, $19 a month is doable, and it gives you 3 channels at once. The $49 a month gives you 5 channels at once. The business, which is $239 a month, gives you 8 channels at once, and it gives you a whole bunch of other stuff. And then there is a custom one for enterprise that gives you 25 plus channels at once. This is for somebody who wants to go worldwide, and you can literally stream 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This one right here gives you 2 hours of pre-recorded, 25 video slots, 5 gigabytes per video, RTMP as a source. Does this one give you RTMP as a source? I thought it did. Multi-streaming, Restream Studio, upload and restream. So this might be the only one that gives you RTMP as a source, which is weird. But whatever. Eight channels is like huge. That's amazing. That's crazy. But you also get a team of people. So this is just like, Restream is, doing it big. Starting you off with $19 a month is insane. And having 3 channels to stream to is not bad. No shade. I mean, the only reason I stream to 4, is because I'm a daredevil and I just want to see if I can do it. I want to be a professional live streamer. Is there such a thing? I don't know. But I'm turning it into something, whether my back hurts or not. Sorry guys. I'm telling you, my shoulders and stuff. Shh. I'm telling you, like going to physical therapy for this is no joke. So I don't know what SRT is either. Custom SRT. I don't know what this is, but it requires an upgrade. And then there's MUX. Does anybody know what that is? MUX. I don't know what it is. It's a developer-friendly video platform uh, for creating reliable, scalable live and on-demand streaming experiences, perfect for live events, in-app broadcasts, and fully branded platforms. And you need a display name and you need a stream key in order to add that channel. So I have never heard of MUX before. MUX. I've never heard of it before, but it looks like a software company, technology headquarters in San Francisco, California. I've never heard of this before. It says video for developers, and trusted brands here. The pricing. Um, oh, you can start for free. Kick off your video project, no credit card required, and get started. You get up to 100K monthly delivered minutes, up to 10 videos stored on demand, videos only. Oh, okay. And then there's a $10 a month starter. And then there's enterprise. So what does this mean? You get 100K, no storage limit, on-demand videos, $100 monthly usage credit. So I am totally lost when it comes to that. But I'm sure that people who stream events and stuff like that probably know exactly what that is. Then there's Substack. Substack it wasn't for me. It's a little too political or whatever. So I really don't rely on Substack and stuff like that. I'm, more kind of relaxed, fun. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's a good teaching a type of platform, but I just couldn't get into it. And then there's Amazon Live. I actually do have an Amazon Live account, and you will put in your RTMP URL and your stream key, and boom, you're going live on Amazon. Then there's Telegram, which I do not have. There's DLive, there's Mixcloud, there's Soup. I don't know what a lot of these stuff is. Steam is for gaming. I didn't even know you could go live on Steam. I do have a Daily Motion. However, I haven't been on there in years. And I don't even know if I'm still, do I still have an account? Invalid password and all that. So I don't think I even have an account still with Daily Motion. Or maybe they deleted it, but I hear that Daily Motion is on the move. So all of these other things, there's a possibility that these are not in the United States of America. I don't know that to be true. If you guys know, put it in the comments and let me know. But now I'm really interested in this Daily Motion now because of invalid. So let's see. 07, 09, 1971, because y'all know I'm old as dirt. Before TST and create. Can't see. Alright, X4WBK. I'm telling you, I'm looking dead in the box. Why are you telling me that this is not right? It is right. 2YHBB. Are you kidding me? NXF3N. This thing is going to make me not even want to do it. One more time and then I'm over. 3M. Is that a 3? Q. Is that an A? Is that what you please copy the text in the image? That's what I'm doing. And you're a complete idiot. So Daily Motion, I wouldn't fool with again, and all of the rest of them look like they are out of the country and definitely for gaming, and that's totally fine. So we were able to get the Trovo or whatever in there. LinkedIn is under review. We have Twitch, we have Rumble, we have Kick, we have YouTube. So we can literally go live on all of those platforms, two at a time using Restream. Okay, so that is wonderful. Then there's Rumble Studios, and I want you guys to see this, but I'm not going to spend all day on Rumble because I spent enough time on Restream. But I want you guys to see how this stuff works. I want you guys to see how it works, because I know you guys have not, you've not seen this. So create new live stream. This is like a little, Restream Studio, Rumble Studio, right? You can create the new live stream, then you can set it up. You can set a placeholder video. You can put all of the things in there, and then go live, and it takes you to the studio, and it's super, super easy to do. And if you want to go into the Rumble Studio, you can literally just do it like this and sign in, and RTMP feature is now available, so you can log into your studio and then do it like this. And I mean, when I tell you this studio is decked out, and like I said, your stream is going to be a little plain unless you use your OBS, but that's okay. That is not a problem. Let's see if are we still doing our big one? Hey, we're still doing our big one. Monica, Just Joyce, Adrian Nicole, Donna Hall, Blue Mint. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate y'all so much. So we're doing our big one. And then guess what? We got 5 viewers in here. And then, there we go. I was about to say, you better not. TikTok, you better not mess up, because I had such a hard time getting TikTok, loaded in here. I had such a hard time. So you better not even mess up. But this is Rumble. This is the Rumble Studio. And so you can go live on Rumble or Locals or both at the same time if you have Locals. Locals is kind of like StreamYard, right? So you can do that, and then you have your secondary areas where you can go live. So I have hooked my YouTube up there, my Facebook up there, my Kick up there, and then if I want to add anything else, all I have to do is click New Destination, and it will give me the places where I can go live. So if I want to hook up my X, I can. If I want to hook up my Twitch, I can. I don't have Locals, but if I did, I could hook it up there. And then anything else that has a stream key, you just click on there, you add the destination name, you add the RTMP URL, and you add your stream key, and you're good to go. So if you want to use Rumble and you have the stream key on TikTok or whatever else, you can use that. Then it gives you a calculation of your money. So if you get money, from your live streams or whatever, it's going to give you, all of the things. And so you can see, like, I got a penny here, a penny there, 2 pennies there, 6 cents there, 2 cents there, whatever. And then it will calculate, all of your money up for you. And it's just, me testing stuff out. Then you've got a library, and you could put your brand colors in here and whatever else you want to do. The Rumble Studio is amazing, and I just found out about it like a couple weeks ago. So I did not know about Rumble Studio, and I think it's amazing. And the fact that you can hook up so many things to it. Rumble Studio is going to give people a run for their money. So watch out for the Rumble Studio. And of course, I use a Wix website, and I showed you guys my Wix website because I wanted you guys to be familiar With Wix, you can go live on Wix. So, say for instance, I was on my Twana Teachers website, right? And I wanted to go live and teach a course or a class um, on here. I literally could go into my studio and I could put, let's say, a live streaming area down here. And you could, either, or I could put it in one of these boxes that holds a picture. And I could tell you to come to you know, come to my website, click on classes and courses. I'm holding a free class tonight. And all you have to do is sit there and watch. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. You know what I mean? If you get there on time, you won't miss a thing. And boom. And it's really easy to do. It's not hard. Wix is not hard. A lot of people are using Wix nowadays to build their own websites or to get people to build their own websites. You can also add your Wix live stream to your Linktree. And so if I'm ever, live streaming, I can feature that right in this area above my Amazon wish list. And then that way people will know to come on in, and view the live stream or whatever. And Linktree gives you the option to do that now. And I'll probably teach a class on that really soon, so you guys can actually see live and in person how you can feature things on your Linktree if you don't know how to do that. So yeah, classes and courses and stuff like that you can stream easy on Wix, and you can buy like the monthly version or whatever, or you can leave it free like myself. So super easy stuff to do. And if you have Wix website, you can plug in, run your live stream right from the website. That means that your audience comes directly to your house, not to the landlords. And the big one for me is TikTok just gave me my own stream key today, which is how you guys see me. And that means that now I can use OBS to go live directly on TikTok with my full production setup. Huge plus, huge plus. Shout out to TikTok for coming through for me, because I didn't know it was going to happen. But today it happened, and I quickly learned, and I say quickly because it took me about 45 minutes to learn how to hook up everything to my OBS. And now, for whatever reason, my OBS is acting a freaking fool. I don't know what to do. I've been live for an hour and 18 minutes on TikTok, and it is acting a whole fool. So stop buffering, all right? Stop buffering. Stop it. Because it doesn't make any sense. A backstage pass. I'm teaching a class here, and I need your cooperation. So that's huge for me. So who here wants me to do a live demo of OBS in the future? So you can see exactly how it works. I can do that. I don't know what my schedule is tomorrow, but I may be able to do it tomorrow, because I plan on going live every day. Every day this month I plan on going live, at least on TikTok. TikTok and YouTube, every day I'm going live with something. I normally go live, it doesn't take a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take a whole lot to just plug in your OBS and go live. No tea, no shade. Like, it doesn't take a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? If you can go live in one place, you can go live in several different places using OBS and the plugin. You know what I'm saying? So if you want me to break it down for OBS and the plugins and all that kind of stuff, let me know, and we can make a class of that, right? So let's do the recap. Lost my whole Periscope business and my Blog Talk Radio interviews on, the first podcast I ever had when those platforms shut down. And that's proof that this could happen to anyone. And the 17th is coming up really soon, and we don't know what's going to happen with this new app that they're trying to roll out. It's supposed to be out on the 7th. We don't know that for sure. So we don't know anything between the 7th and the 17th. We don't know what's going to happen. We're just watching. You know what I mean? But if it's going to be anything like the Periscope debacle or like the Blog Talk Radio debacle, it's going to be a hot mess. It's going to be way worse than when TikTok went black for less than 24 hours, right? So followers are rented. Remember that. We're paying a percentage. It didn't cost us anything to get in the door. They don't charge you up front to operate on TikTok and all of this stuff, but they do take a percentage out of everything that you earn, which means that your followers, that your platform, that everything is rented. So what do you need to do to make sure that you own the beginning of your brand? You need to make an email list. You need to create a website. You need to work on your brand so that people understand that this is you. This is not just you. You're not just an entity on TikTok or an entity on YouTube or an entity on Kick. No, you're a brand and you have merch of your own. You don't need TikTok Shop and all that kind of stuff, even though it's extra incentive, it's extra, money, it's, an extra stream of income. Make sure that you own your brand. You own your stuff. That's your legacy. Because like I said, if this stuff disappears or we don't have access to it anymore, what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? So get your email list together, get your Discord together, get your website together, start working on your brand. And your brand is more than a logo and your colors, and making sure that everything, looks like, real cutesy and stuff like that. Your brand is your everything. Remember, we talked about this earlier. Your brand is your marketing. Your brand is your expertise. It's all of this stuff that what you've grown from. You're constantly updating your brand information because you're constantly learning about things. Your brand is your mission statement. It's what you stand for. It's what your business is about, right? Your brand is what you do inside of that brand. With me, it's an agency. What do? I help talent. I am an online mentor. I am into media training and creative coaching, which is what you're seeing right now, which is what you're doing right now. That's a part of my brand. What also is my brand? It's me. This is me. What do? I do this right here. I teach. That's what I do. I play games from time to time. I have, a little podcast from time to time just for fun. But Twana teaches. That's what she does. And this right here is me and my blog, my life, where I hang out, where I chill out. And if you guys want to, see what's going on with me and all of the things, you come to my website, you meet me. This is my about, basically. That's why I have over here, Meet Twana. Meet me. And then, come over here and meet me. Point blank in the period. This makes up my entire brand, people. This is what you want. You have to have this. And I'm not saying it's, the website, but it's more than just the colors and the name and having it on all of your things. It's your purpose. That's your brand. What do you do, and what gave you the authority to do it? So that's what that's about, right? So you want to work on that. You want to own your own stuff. You want to use tools like OBS and Restream and Rumble Studio to make it possible to stream everywhere at once for free. Don't pay for stuff if you don't have to pay for it, because that money could be used somewhere else. Even if you're rich, you could be able to teach people who aren't rich how to get rich, by cutting costs, okay? So here's my challenge to you. By next week, set up at least one other platform besides TikTok or besides YouTube or besides, Kick or Twitch, whatever. Don't wait until the 17th. Don't wait until the 7th. Don't wait until that new app drops and then everybody has to migrate because TikTok is, leaving the United States of America, right? Drop in the chat which one you're committing to right now. Is it YouTube? Are you going to add YouTube? Are you going to, like, if I was a TikToker, right, full time, I would definitely say I'm going to add YouTube to my repertoire, to my brand. Why? Because of the replay value. Because whatever I do is going to be replayed on YouTube. And, that's an easy way to build a legacy. This is how, I did it. These are all of my things. And if I want to chop my videos up and make other videos out of that and all that kind of stuff, I can using YouTube, because it's so simple. That's just my suggestion. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just suggesting that that's an easy platform to do it. But if you are a live streamer and you are not at all in the least bit interested to having anybody replay any of your stuff, you don't care about all of that, you're just a live streamer, then definitely check out Twitch, check out Kick, check out any of the live streaming apps that are out there that may be those competitors, and commit to that platform, right? So, all right, to all of my teacups, to all of my new teacups, to all of my new friends and family that I've met, let's take a few questions if you have any questions. And if you don't have any questions, then hey, that means that I did a good job. If you don't have any questions, that means I did an excellent job, right? Hey! So all of my people that were new over on TikTok, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I didn't even think, to be honest with you, a lot of people were going to come in to TikTok. Yo, bro, what the heck is she doing? Yep, I'm over here hanging out. I'm about to eat me a cookie. I'm about to put my salon pot on my shoulders. Try to clean up a few things and all of that, But yeah, this has been like so much fun. I appreciate all of you guys for coming out. And thank you so much, TikTok. Hey, Adrienne. Thank you guys so much. You guys don't have any questions for me? Well, if not, you don't have any questions for me, I'm going to say have a great evening. Go get you some dinner. Hang out with the family. It's 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time in the great state of Alabama. So I know a lot of y'all who are on my, Central Time era, y'all are about to get off work, or you have already gotten off work and you are about to cook dinner, or you're in the midst of cooking dinner or whatever. And so have a great evening. I appreciate every last one of y'all for being here. And same thing with YouTube. I love you guys. I love you guys. And Kick and Twitch, I will probably be back later because y'all know I have to play me some games. So I love you guys so much. And teacups, I will see y'all in a minute. Bye.